Fortunately, this is going to be a rant video. I had planned this beautiful video where I was going to walk through Namecoin, how to set up your bit domain, get TLS all registered, and be super secure. And it was, actually I've been planning, this was part of one of my videos I wanted to do since when I actually started the whole podcast. And I've been building up to this point with the CA videos and the certificate authorities are broken. I spent a lot of time doing that. I got a lot of people looking at that. And then I did the whole Namecoin's the answer video. I was going to do a walkthrough and it was going to be glorious. But now I spent about 3 evenings, a lot of time trying to get Namecoin to work. And unfortunately, it's just not ready. The underlying technology is there, and I still believe in Namecoin, but unfortunately, it's just not there today. So it's I feel bad about almost doing this at all, but I spent 3 days working on this. I got to put some kind of video out there. So let's walk through this. So Namecoin, the TLS spec. How you define your certificate in Namecoin is changing. So the original spec was just put in this fingerprint, which is I believe it was a SHA-1 hash of their certificate. They called it a SHA-1 fingerprint. And while that's the original option was just kind of this free speech plugin, which is a Firefox only plugin, and it just validates the SHA-1 hash. Well, so that's kind of the old way. The new way is a more functional and more dynamic spec on TLS that is more conforms more to the Dane spec. So Dane is actually I guess it's that, I don't know if it's IETF or who the task force is who's making that spec, but it's more standardized and more open and more accepted across non-cryptocurrency players. So that's the whole DNSSEC / Dane is a complete alternative to the CA system. I think DNSSEC has some fundamental, it's really just like using the DNS system to replace the CA system. Kind of in certain respect. DNSSEC is good, so if you can do any DNSSEC, it's better than not having it. But Dane is the way to put the TLS information into DNS. So by adopting that same spec that Dane uses into Namecoin, we can kind of drop in Namecoin behind the scenes and generate these Dane records on the fly. This is kind of the new, I think this is the way to do it in the future, because we can drop Namecoin in behind any DNS server at any point in the chain. Whether we're just doing casual browsing, we can trust some internet third party to do it for us, or if we're doing really secure stuff, we want to run our own DNS server in under our own control. We can still drop in Namecoin, feed those records into our DNS server, and access it from our clients via DNSSEC and all this standards-based stuff. And this should just all work. And there's a cross-platform web plugin for Mac, Linux, Windows, and it does DNSSEC Dane validation. But DNS chains is the method where you're supposed to be able to drop the information from Namecoin directly into your DNS server and create these Dane records. However, in my testing, it didn't seem to work. I think it's got one of the flags on its Dane records I believe is incorrect. I created my own DNS server and it was modifying the records to get it to work. I believe it's supposed to be 301 instead of the 311 that DNS chains creates. And ultimately, I don't think really anyone's using this. And when I posted to the forum, someone's like, "Hey, those specs are all in flux, so don't trust those." So I spent a lot of time doing that. I think that is the future, but unfortunately, the future is not today. So the validator, that's that built-in, that's that third-party plugin. So it would be awesome if Namecoin didn't even have to support a third-party plugin. In the real future, is when you have direct browser support for Dane. And then you can just drop in DNS chains, which again brings Namecoin into your DNS environment. You can drop that at your router or on your local PC or wherever you need that trust level to be. You can drop Namecoin in seamlessly, and then your endpoint, your client doesn't need specific browser plugins. Okay, so I did that for like 2 days, and I was pissed off. I was like, I just got to get this to work. I've been wasting so much time on this. So like, okay, I'll just go back to the old free speech menu. So this is Firefox only, and then it's Linux and Windows only as well. So that was part of the barrier, why I did do that, because I like to use my Mac. So I'm like, okay, screw it. I'll go use my Linux box. I'll try this. So I get it, I'll plug it in, start messing with stuff. Still doesn't work. This should be super simple, and I can't get it to work. And I finally realized the reason it's not working is SNI. This is server name indication. And this is part of, I'm doing this off tonight. I believe it's TLS 1.2 is the spec. And the reason SNI doesn't work is because the trickery that free speech me is using to actually operate. So free speech me, I don't know if I want to go, it almost sits in between. It does its own connections and then reroutes the data into the web browser through using kind of a tricking mechanism, which I didn't realize was so complicated, and is the root cause why SNI isn't working. I was actually able to modify this free speech me plugin to work, and I still had to use some DNS tricks to make that work and get it to kind of work. And I was like, I could do a video on that and show how that works. But then, I was reading the article just today. It's like Google's pushing to get rid of SHA-1, and the free speech me does a SHA-1 validation of the certificate, and I'm not sure it even brings you any better than the current system today. Now, all that said, I still believe in Namecoin. I still hold some Namecoin as a token amount, or it's more than a token amount. I can buy these and stuff like that. But I still hold Namecoin. I believe it. Believe in the concept. Although, BitShares DNS is going to come out in the near future. Those guys, when they come, they seem to be fairly feature full when they come out. So they may blow Namecoin out of the water. Maybe BitShares DNS or maybe the NXT alias system could potentially take it over as well. So I decided not to do a walkthrough because it's not ready, and I don't want to do a half-ass free speech me walkthrough that doesn't work with SNI, doesn't use SHA-1 in the background. I'm going to wait till the DNS change and the DLS spec is finalized. When that's ready, I will do a Namecoin walkthrough. Because I believe in the technology. I think it's the future. I think it's important for free speech in general. But that's it. Hope you liked it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks.